Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome to the session on Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Yesterday we discussed Sloka number 47. Srimannāma-prochya Narayanakyam Kena prapurvanchitam papinopi Hanapurvam na Hanapurvam Hanapurvam Vakpravrittana tasmin Tena praptham garbhavasadi dukkham. So we discussed that shloka along with Garbhastuti, Jantustuti or Garbhastuti from Srimad Bhagavatam. So yesterday's session was very, very interesting. It was a personally connecting to all of us because that is something all of us have done when we were in the womb of our mother. All of us have done that. We sang that stuti. So, I mean, it feels little emotional when you think about it.
I actually feel scared, Babuji, instead of emotional.
I mean, scary more than the suffering that we had in the womb of the mother. We have more suffering when we are living in the material world.
No,
That's
what
why
I wanted to say is, I'm feeling the urgency of not going into that cycle again. That scariness, that's scariness.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to that again.
Yeah.
So that urgency is the scary thing that I'm feeling from that yesterday.
Yes. So that's why we should take this very seriously. We should take this path of Bhakti Yoga very seriously and feel the urgency of practicing Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, all these things, so that we can finish our business in this life itself. But even if you're not able to, at least in the next life, it will be guaranteed you'll be given a birth in a Vaishnava family, so that right from childhood you can practice bhakti, and in the next life you can achieve perfection. At least in this life, we are trying to figure out what to do, what not to do, so we can put everything to practice in the next life. Ideally, if we are able to finish the job in this life, that's the best thing. Even if that doesn't happen, we should not be discouraged. So we should be reassured. We should have complete faith on Krishna that he will give us a better life in the next birth, in a Vaishnava family, in a devotee family, so that right from the birth right from the childhood we can practice bhakti. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita in many places that whatever we do in this lifetime is never lost. Neha vikrama nashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayato mahate bayat. And then there is another shloka, very beautiful, from 6th chapter. We haven't discussed that in the class yet, but the shloka is Parthanaiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyanakrit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Bhagavad Gita 6.40. Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Parthanaiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate
Parthanaiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate
Nahi kalyanakrit kaschet durgatim tata gacchati.
Nahi kalyanakrit durgatim tata gacchati.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Son of Pruta, Arjuna, A transcendentalist, that means a devotee engaged in auspicious activities, does not meet with destruction either in this world or in the spiritual world. One who does good, my dear friend, is never overcome by evil. So if we practice bhakti in this lifetime, then we will never face destruction. We will never face miserable problems, very highly miserable problems. There'll be some problems. That's the nature of material world. But there won't be severe problems where it will lead to our destruction. So that's the guarantee Krishna is giving. Because Arjuna asks before this question, before this verse, 6.38, 39, Arjuna asks, what will be the destination of a yogi who did not achieve perfection in this lifetime? Then Krishna tells that even if one does not achieve perfection in this lifetime, then they will be given a better life. So in the next shloka, 41, Prapya punya krutam lokan ushitva shashvati samaha shuchinam shrimatam gehe yoga bhrashto bijayate. The unsuccessful yogi. That means that yogi who has not achieved perfection. They have practiced, they did sadhana for some time, but they could not achieve perfection. After many, many years of enjoyment on the planets of the pious living entities, is born into a family of righteous people or into a family of rich aristocracy. Family of righteous people means dharmic people, devotees, Brahmana, Vaishnava people. Shuchinam Shrimatam Gehe. Shuchinam Shrimatam Gehe. Okay. So with that, we will come to today's discussion. So yesterday we discussed about roadblock number 2, lack of past effort. That means if we did not do our bhakti sadhana, if we did not do any bhakti in the previous lifetime, that is the reason for our suffering in this lifetime. Or in the context of this topic here, right? The 8 roadblocks or the obstacles that are on the path of bhakti sadhana. We are trying to do bhakti, but we are not progressing enough. What are the reasons? The reason is lack of past effort. If there is some effort that we had done in the past life, in this lifetime we'll be able to progress faster. But the reason why we are not able to progress faster is we did not do any bhakti in the last lifetime. So we have to take it seriously in this lifetime and progress faster. So for that we have seen the Garbhastuti from Bhagavatam. We have discussed 2 things for that roadblock number 2. One is Sloka number 47 from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Srimannāma-prochya nārāyanākyam kena prapur vanchitam papinopi āna-purvam vāk-pravrittāna tasmin tena praptum garbhavāsādi dukkam. And related to garbhavāsādi dukkam, we went to Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, and discussed Garbhastuti. So now we see, people, they keep on postponing. They keep on postponing spirituality. There's a story where once Narada Muni, he goes and meets with a business person, and Narada Muni tells that, oh Mister, you have done enough of your business. You have acquired a lot of wealth, which is sufficient for all your family members. I think it's time for you to take the path of spirituality. Then that business person says, no, Swami, because Narada Muni goes in a different form, in the form of a sage, in the form of a sadhu. He goes there. The business person tells to Narada Muni that, no, Swami, I still have more responsibilities to do. If I take up spirituality, there will not be anybody to guide my family members. Then Narada Muni leaves, and then after after a few years, this person, he dies. And then in the next life, because he did not do any bhakti, right? So obviously in the next life, he's born with an animal body. So he's born as a dog. So then after he has taken birth as a dog, Narada Muni again comes in front of this dog and tells that, oh Mister, do you remember me? I gave you an advice in the previous lifetime. When you are a human being, when you are a business person, I gave you an advice to start doing bhakti, but you did not listen, and now you became a dog. At least in this lifetime, as a dog, you should do bhakti. Then the dog says, no, if I do, right now I'm secure. I'm protecting my family members. I'm a security guard for my family members, because he was born in the same family. The dog, in the dog life also, he's in the same family. Because he was thinking at the time of death, he was thinking about the same family. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sadha tadbhava bhavitaha. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, whatever you think at the time of death, you will become of that state. If you are thinking about your family members, if you have attachment to your family members at the time of death, then you will be born in the same family. But because this person did not have any punya karma, sukruti, he did not get a human life. He never chanted, Krishna's names even at least once. So he was given a animal body, dog. But because he had attachment to this family, somehow the dog came here, and these family members, they started keeping the dog as a watchdog, security dog. So then this dog tells to Narada Muni that, no, I cannot do bhakti now because I'm giving protection to my family members. So I cannot leave my family like this. If I leave my family to do bhakti, who will take care of my family members? So then Narada Muni, he goes away, and then after 3 or 4 years, the dog dies, because the dog's life is average is 12 years, very short span. And then in the next life, this person is born as a snake. and still he has attachment to the family. But he was born as a snake. But as a snake, he cannot stay inside the house, right? So he'll be uh, crawling around in the field, in the farm. They have a farmland and they're growing something. So the snake is crawling around, spending all the time and living in the farm. And one day, these family members notice this. They notice this, and then they think that it's a danger, it's a threat to the farm, as well as it's a threat to the family members also. Because when family members have to come there to take care of the farm, uh, if there is a snake, the snake will bite them. Or if the snake is spreading poison in the farm on the grains or other things, then that's also not good. So thinking like this, the family members, they they want to kill the snake. And as they are about to kill the snake with holding a stick, so this person who is in the body of a snake is thinking, oh, what have I done? I was since last 3 lifetimes, I have been seriously thinking about how to protect my family members, and the same family members, they are killing me now. So what a great mistake I have done. I should have listened to that sadhu, Narada Muni. And then that time Narada Muni comes. And then Narada Muni tells to the snake, okay, at least now you start doing bhakti. And then the snake agrees to do bhakti. And then in the next life, he gets a human body. He will do bhakti and then go back to spiritual world. So this is the mentality of people in the material world, that they keep on postponing. Within the same lifetime, they keep on postponing from one phase to another phase, from another phase to another phase. When you were very young, we were very busy playing, and in teenage, very busy loving. College, we don't know about college and studies, but at least we were very, very busy, uh, loving. Premayanam. And then after college, jobs, after finishing education, jobs, and then after job, marriage, after marriage, children, after children, the
Never
education of children. The cycle repeats. The education of children, and the love stories of children, marriage of children, and then jobs of children, and then the children, their education. एक बार मेरा मेरा पोते का श्रीमुख देखने दो. एक बार मेरे पोते का श्रीमुख देखने दो.
Ocean of desires, as said by you many times.
Yeah. So there is no end to it. That's why we are caught in this repeated cycle of birth and death. Garbhavasadi dukkam. Tena praptum garbhavasadi dukkam. So, but the easiest solution is we can continue doing all these things. We can take care of our family. We can take care of our children, their children. We can take darshan of the pote ka shrimukh. We can do all these things, but you add Krishna in everything. Bhakti is, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to subtract anything. You don't have to remove anything. You just have to add Krishna. That's all. Then whatever we are doing, we can continue doing. Just keep Krishna in the center. Okay, so that's what we discussed yesterday about Sriman Nama-approachya Narayanakyam Kena Praptum Sriman Narayana-approachya Narayanakyam Kena Praptum No.
Prapurvanchitam papino.
Kena prapurvanchitam papinopi hanapurvam vakpravrittana tasmin kena praptum garbhava tena praptum garbhava sadhi dukkam. Okay, now the seventh one we discussed already, right? Madana parihara, right? Or madraksham, madraksham. Madana parihara is the sixth one. Sixth battle is Madana parihara sthitim madhiye manasi mukunda padara vindadamni haranayana krushanuna krushosi smarasina chakra parakramam murare. Then foggy goals. We have so many priorities. And we are keeping our life so busy with all these priorities. Career pressure, daily chores, busy schedules, emails. All these things. So we can do all these things, but if we have Krishna in the center, then we can keep doing all these things. That's why Kulshekhara Alvar prays to Krishna that, oh Krishna, please let me not see those people who are not practicing bhakti. Let me not have association of those people who are not your devotees. Let me not hear anything other than Krishna Katha. Let me not remember anything other than you. So in the beginning, until you fulfill your responsibilities, you have to do all these things. But while doing also, keep Krishna in the center. And eventually, you keep a goal that you should not do anything other than Krishna Katha, Krishna Karma, Krishna Seva, Krishna Smarana. Mat karma krit mat paramo mad bhakta sangavarjitaha nirvairai sarva bhuteshu yasamameti pandava. Krishna tells in 11th chapter, 55th shloka, that always do mat karma krit, mat karma. That means my karma, my seva. Do seva to me. Mat karma krit mat paramo. Mad bhakta sangavarjitaha. Sangavarjitaha means get rid of unwanted attachments, unwanted association, unwanted attachment. Sanga varjitaha. Varjitaha means to remove, to get rid of. Sanga means the association, attachments. Get rid of unwanted association, unwanted attachments. And that is what Kulshekhara Alvar is praying. Ma dhraksham kshina punyam kshanamapi bhavato bhaktihinam padabje masrausham shravya bandham tava charitam apasyanyadakhya najatam Masmarsham madhavatvam api bhuvanapate chetasa pahnuvanan ma bhuvam vatsaparya vyatikararahito janma janmantarepi. Okay? Because that is the goal. Highest goal is not to do anything other than Krishna Seva, not to remember anything other than Krishna, not to hear anything other than Krishna Katha. So that is the goal. That is the perfect goal. A clear goal, one-pointed attention, one-pointed, Vyavasayatmika buddhi. One-pointed goal. Whereas here we have so many goals. Foggy goal. That's why the title, the roadblock number 7, is titled as foggy goals. Foggy goals means just like a fog. In winter season, you see fog, right? The fog comes and it disappears. After some time, it disappears. And the next day morning, it comes again. So like that, today we want to do Bhakti seriously. Whole day we want to hear Krishna Katha. But there are some other goals that are coming in front of us. And then again, after some time, we will realize, oh, I'm forgetting Krishna Katha. So you will hear Krishna Katha, and then again, next day, another foggy goal comes in front of you. So like that. But eventually, the fog will disappear, right? After winter, after 3 or 4 months, the fog will completely disappear. So like that, these foggy goals will be there as obstacles, as problems in our bhakti sadhana, but eventually they will disappear. Next, the final one, roadblock number 8, ignorance of mortality. Ignorance of mortality. So we think that we will, we can do bhakti at a later stage when we retire. After we fulfill all our responsibilities, when we are in 60s or 70s, we can do bhakti seriously at that time. Right now, let's just hear Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Let's just occasionally, casually, for time pass, let's just do something. But serious practice we will do when we are 60 or 70, when we don't have anything to do. When we don't have anything to do, that time we will do it. So this will be our mentality. But what is the guarantee that we will stay alive tomorrow? There's no guarantee, right? So for that, there is another shloka in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Let's do that today. Shloka number 37. Shloka number 37 from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Idam śarīram śata-sandhi-jarjaram pataty avaśyam parin āma-peśalam kim aushadham cchasi durmate nirāmayam Krishna a-rasāyanam piba. This is one tune. we can sing in a regular tune, the tune that you are all used to. Idam śarīram śata-sandhi-jarjaram pataty avaśyam parin āma-peśalam kimaushadham cchasi durmate nirāmayam Krishna a-rasāyanam piba. Okay, so let's all recite the shloka. Idam śarīram śata-sandhi-jarjaram
idam śarīram śata-sandhi-jarjaram
pataty avaśyam parin āma-peśalam
pataty avaśyam parin āma-peśalam
kimaushadham cchasi durmate
kimaushadham cchasi durmate
nirāmayam Krishna a-rasāyanam piba.
nirāmayam Krishna a-rasāyanam piba.
nirāmayam Krishna a-rasāyanam piba.
Okay. Idam, this, śarīram, body, parināma, as subject to transformation, peśalam, attractive, pataty, falls down, avaśyam, inevitably, shata, hundreds, sandhi, joints, jarjaram, having become disrupt, kim, why, aushadham, for medication, cchasi, you are asking, mudha, deluded. Deluded means fool, basically. No, deluded means confused. Durmate, O fool. Nirāmayam, prophylactic. Krishna, O Krishna, of Krishna. Rasāyanam, the elixir, means nectar. This is another word in English for nectar. Amritam. Piba, just drink. Okay, so who will read the purport and everything? Sudha Mataji, మీరు చదవండి. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ పర్పోర్ట్ అంతా.
His body's beauty is fleeting, and at last the body must
succumb
to death after its hundreds of giants have stiffened with old age. So why, bewildered fool, are you asking for medication? Just take the Krishna elixir, the one cure that never fails. Youth is often blind and deaf to the warning of oncoming old age and death. A fascinated young person may think that such admonitions are for old-timers who do not know how to enjoy. Many so-called philosophers encourage this hedonistic attitude, which is precisely the attitude King Kulashekara's Purnamani. In this verse, the hedonist advice: enjoy as much as you can while you are young, because you only live once. Not only is this advice morally unsound, but its premise is untrue according to Vedic wisdom. Our present life is only one in a series of innumerable lives we have experienced and will experiencing innumerable bodies. Thus, hedonism is a prescription for disaster. For the karmic reactions to a misspent youth will cause us to suffer in this lifetime and the next. In his poem, Saranagati,
Yeah.
Saranagati Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur outlines the story of the conditioned soul who wastes a brief lifetime. I drank the deadly poison of wordlands, 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 pretending it was nectar, and now the sun is setting on the horizon of my life. So soon has old as arrived, and all happiness departed, wrecked by disease, troubled and weak. I find all my senses feeble now, my body withered and exhausted, and my spirits downcast in the absence of youthful pleasures. Since I lack even a practical of devotion, and I am devoid of all enlightenment, what help is there for me now? Only you, O Lord, O friend of the fallen, can help me. I am certainly fallen, the lowest of men. So please lift me up and place me at your lotus feet. King Kulasekara berates the foolish old person whose only response to his failing health is to seek some medicine. No medicine in the material world can prevent old age and disease. So, though modern allopathic medicine may temporarily cover the symptoms, the only medicine that can actually bring relief is the Krishna elixir. Krishna consciousness, it is sheer folly to turn solely to doctors in old age instead of to Krishna. One can see an enlightenment among the elderly at pilgrimage sites in India, especially in Vrindavana. There one sees many old people visiting temples with intense devotion early in the morning. Hundreds of old people walk the circumambulation par- parikrama paths despite physical debilities. Some are bent nearly double. Someone might criticize that these people are not being provided with the Western medical treatment that could and add a few years to their lives or ease their pain. But the sincere Babajis and widows of Vrindavana who somehow make their way every morning to see Krishna in the temples and who call out Jaya Radhe are actually fortunate and most intelligent. They are taking the Krishna āma-peśalam, the elixir that will grant them eternal life in Krishna's spiritual abode. The Vedic Shastras recommended that one drink this elixir from the beginning of life, but even now, if one neglects to do so earlier, one should by all means drink it during the waning days of life and thus cure the disease of repeated birth and death. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Okay. So, idam śarīram parin-āma-peśalam avaśyam śata-sandhi-jarjaram kimmaushadam prucchasi mūda durmate nirāmayam Krishna rasāyanam piba. O foolish person, this body is meant to deteriorate. This body is meant to die. Why are you asking for any medicine? When you have Krishna rasāyanam, this nectar called Krishna rasāyanam, why are you even asking for any other medicine? Kimmaushadam prucchasi mūda durmate nirāmayam Krishna rasāyanam piba. Just drink this nectar of Krishna Rasayanam, Krishna Katha, Krishna Nama. What need is there for any other medicine? Kim aushadam. So idam śarīram parin-āma-peśalam. Idam, this body, idam, this, śarīram, this body, parin-āma-peśalam, is meant to deteriorate. There are 6 stages that a person goes through. From birth to death, there are 6 stages. What are those 6 stages? There are some names to that. One second. Yeah. Jayate, vardate, asti, viparinamante, apakshayante, nashyati. So in English words, birth, growth, maintenance, byproducts, that means giving birth to other children, decline and death. So 6. So these are the 6 changes. Birth. And after we are born, we will grow into childhood, youthhood, adulthood, old age. That is a growth. Different stages of growth. And maintenance of the body. The body stays, the body is maintained by whatever food that we eat, whatever nourishment that we take. The body is maintained with that. And then as we are maintaining our body, we produce children. And in the old age, the body declines. The body condition, the body strength of the body declines. Finally, death. So, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Basically, all these 6 stages can be classified into these 4 categories. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Janma is birth, Mrityu is death, Jara is the old age, Vyadi are the diseases. In the Sloka, Kulshekhara Alvar is using the word śata-sandhi-jarjaram. Shata means 100. Sandhi, joints. Jarjaram. What's the meaning of the word jarjaram? Having become weak. Having become weak. So basically, he's talking about joint pains. Mokal noppulu. కాళ్ళ నొప్పులు, కీళ్ళ నొప్పులు. సరిత మీకే?
ఎస్ ప్రభు, ఈ రోజు అయితే భయంకరంగా ఉంది పెయిన్.
అవునా?
అందుకే ఈ శ్లోకం చెప్తున్నా.
ఈ శ్లోకం వచ్చింది వాళ్ళకు. మీకు గిఫ్ట్ ఇది.
అదే. బట్ ఆ స్ట్రాంగ్నెస్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది ప్రభు? మెడిసిన్ కూడా వేసుకోకుండా.
అవునా, మెడిసిన్ వేసుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ కులశేఖర ఆళ్వారు ఇంకా వేరే మెడిసిన్ అవసరమే ఉంది, కృష్ణ రసాయనం తాగండి అంటే దాని ఇంటర్నల్ మీనింగ్, డీపర్ మీనింగ్ వేరు. సో అంటే ఊరికే ఆ మెడిసిన్ వేసుకొని అంతటితో పెట్టుకోవాలని కాదనమాట. ఆ మెడిసిన్ వేసుకోవాలి, అలోపతి మెడిసిన్ వేసుకోవాలి, ప్లస్ ఈ కృష్ణ కథ. అలోపతి మెడిసిన్ వేసుకున్నంత మాత్రాన తగ్గుతుందో తగ్గలేదో గ్యారంటీ లేదు మనకది. అది మన చేతుల్లో లేదు.
ఉమ్,
కానీ దాన్ని టాలరేట్ చేయడానికి తీసుకోవాల్సిన మెడిసిన్ కృష్ణ రసాయనం.
ఉమ్,
అది అది చెప్తున్నారు అనమాట. సో అంతేగాని ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే చాలాసార్లు ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ పీపుల్ చూస్తే, మన పేరెంట్స్ని ఎస్పెషల్లీ చూస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే అసలు వాళ్ళు ఇంకా వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ఇంకా పొద్దున్న నుంచి నైట్ వరకు పొద్దున బ్రష్ చేసుకున్న దగ్గర నుంచి, టీ తాగిన దగ్గర నుంచి, టిఫిన్ చేసిన దగ్గర నుంచి, మళ్ళీ లంచ్, మళ్ళీ సాయంత్రం మళ్ళీ స్నాక్స్, టీ, మళ్ళీ నైట్ డిన్నర్, అసలు పొద్దున్న నుంచి నైట్ వరకు మధ్య మధ్యలో టీవీ సీరియల్ ఇవి చూడడము, పేపర్ చదవడము, అందరితో మాట్లాడడము, పొద్దున్న నుంచి నైట్ వరకు మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ పాపం లేడీస్ని చూస్తే కిచెన్లోనే సరిపోతుంది వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ అంతా. ఏదోటి వండడము, గిన్నెలు కడగడము, అందరికి పెట్టడం, పాపం అంతా అదే అయిపోతుంది. ఇంకా ఇంకెక్కడుంది టైం, ఎక్కడుంది భక్తికి? అందుకే వాళ్ళకి ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ వచ్చినా కూడా, ఈ డిసీజెస్ ఏమైనా వచ్చినా కూడా ఇంకా ఎలా అంటే మొత్తం కుంగిపోతారనమాట, చాలా కుంగిపోతారు. ఎందుకంటే ఆ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది మరి? ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ని, ఆ డిసీజెస్ని టాలరేట్ చేసుకొని మళ్ళీ యాక్టివ్గా, హుషారుగా ఉండడానికి స్ట్రెంగ్త్ రావాలంటే కృష్ణ రసాయనం. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు while we are doing what is needful, because even in the Vedas, even in Ayurveda, okay, no, not in Ayurveda, even in Vaidya Shastra, that is part of Vedas, surgery is given. How to do a surgery, that procedure is given in the Vedas. If according to Vedas, surgery is not needed, only chanting Krishna's name and hearing Krishna Katha, that's all is needed, then why did they give surgery details? That means when there is a need, you have to do surgery. When there is a need, you have to take medicine. But while doing that, we have to hear Krishna Katha, we have to chant Krishna's name, because this is the only thing that gives us the strength. So that's why Ramesh garu edo pampicharu, Krishna Rasayanam is a strong supportive spiritual medicine. Yeah, it's a strong supportive medicine. It's an alternative medicine actually. That's what they use the term as, alternative medicine, right? Homeopathy, Ayurveda, they call them as alternate medicine. So
it is not a substitute. It is in support to the traditional medicines that we are using.
Yeah, while we are taking the traditional Ayurveda, allopathy or whatever, so Krishna Rasayanam is that is ultimate medicine, which gives you strength and tolerance. So in the purport, Prabhupada writes one beautiful point here, that even if one does not, if you look at the last sentence, even if one neglects to do so earlier, even if one neglects to do bhakti in the earlier stage, one should drink it. That means one should do bhakti during the waning days of life. Waning days means avasana dasha, old age. At least in the old age. If somebody did not do bhakti in the childhood, at least they should do bhakti in the olden days. But the problem is, most of the people, even in India, right, they don't do bhakti even in old age. Because if they don't learn bhakti during their childhood, adulthood, when they were young, if they did not learn about bhakti, In the old age, their mind doesn't want to learn any new things. Their mind tells them that they know everything. They don't have to learn any new thing. But one must start doing bhakti from a young age of 5 years.
మిగతా కంట్రీస్ లో చేస్తారన్నా?
మిగతా కంట్రీస్ లో అసలు భక్తి వాళ్ళు చిన్నప్పుడు చేయరు, ముసలి వాళ్ళు అయినప్పుడు చేయరు, ఎప్పుడు చేయరు వాళ్ళు.
అలా భక్తి లేదంటారా
ఈ వెస్ట్రన్ పీపుల్ కా? వెస్ట్రన్ పీపుల్ కి ఎక్కడుంది? వెస్ట్రన్ పీపుల్ కి అంటే కొంతమంది ఫాలో అవుతారు. ఈ క్రిస్టియన్స్ కొంతమంది సీరియస్ గానే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తారు వాళ్ళు. వెరీ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్, ద పర్సంటేజ్ ఈస్ వెరీ లెస్ కంపేర్ టు.
అందరూ చేస్తారు, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ది కరెక్ట్ ప్రొసీజర్.
But at least whatever they do, they do it. But in India, we are, the land itself is a great land. It's a punya bhumi, it's a karma bhumi. It is the land where Krishna, Rama, Narasimha, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, all avatars appeared in Bharat Bhumi. So we have that fortune. We have that punya sukruti. So everybody should take advantage of that, but we are not doing that. In Bhagavatam,
the land of Akhanda Bharat, not Bharat Bhumi, Akhanda Bharat.
Akhanda Bharata, Akhanda Bharata. But even if you look at the divided Bharata now, the Khanda Bharata, the Bharata Khanda. Even if you look at the divided one, India as a country now, but that is where all the avatars appeared. In the beginning, it was Akhanda Bharata. The whole entire world was one Rajya. But now, as countries are divided, India, if you look at the different places in India, that is where all the avatars appeared. So, Prahlada in Bhagavatam, 7th canto, Prahlada says, 7th canto, 6th chapter, 1st shloka. Kaumara acharet prajño dharman bhagavataniha durlabam manusham janma tadapyadhruvam artadam. Kaumaram. Kaumaram means in the tender age of childhood, like 5 years. One who is sufficiently intelligent should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life. In other words, from the tender age of childhood, 5 years, to practice the activities of devotional service, giving up all other engagements. The human body is most rarely achieved. And although temporary like other bodies, it is meaningful because in human life, one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. So, Kaumara acharet prajño dharman bhagavataniha durlabam manusham janma tadapyadhruvam artadam. So, at least the children, children of all of us, they are fortunate that from a early age they got the opportunity to do at least some amount of bhakti. Now, even though we have started this bhakti journey at a later stage, very late in the life, but we should feel the urgency and do it. Everybody thinks that they will live forever. In Yaksha Prashna, when Yaksha asks Yudhishthira, what is the most astonishing thing? Yaksha tells that, what is that beautiful sloka? Ahani bhutani gacchanti yama mandiram sheshastavaram icchanti kimaśyaryam ataparam. Ahani bhutani. Again and again, the people. Ahani bhutani gacchanti yama mandiram. Again and again, people go to Yama Mandiram. People go to Yamaraj, Yamaloka. Shesha Stavara Vichanti. And those who are remaining, what do they think? Shesha Stavara Vichanti. Ichanti means they desire. Shesha means the remaining people who are living, who are not dead yet. They will die after some time, but those who are not dead yet, they are still living. Shesha Stavara Vichanti. Kimaśyaryam ataparam. Those who are living, their desire is to live longer, to live forever. Stavaram means make this as a permanent place, this world as a permanent place. They want to live forever. And in the last line, Yudhishthira says, what else can be more astonishing than this? Kimaśyaryam ataparam. Ahani bhutani gacchanti yama mandiram shesha stavaram icchanti kimaśyaryam ataparam. Because we see our neighbors dying, we see our great grandparents dying, we see grandparents dying. Some of us, we have lost our parents also. We see our friends dying. In the Warangal temple, since Ramesh Garu is there and Sukanya, Vasanta, you're all from Warangal or nearby areas there, right? Sudha. So recently, 2 weeks ago, one devotee, very young, very nice devotee. Whenever I go to India, he always talks very nicely and takes care of me very nicely. When there is a program in the temple, when there's a class in the temple, he arranges everything very nicely. Just 42 years. And he recently passed away. So I could not believe. When I saw the pictures, I could not believe that. So we don't know when we will leave this material body. Time is ticking up. So we have to take it seriously. Otherwise, garbhavasadi dukkam. Tena praptum garbhavasadi dukkam. So, okay. So, idam śarīram parināma-peśalam pataty avaśyam śata-sandhi-jarjaram kimaushadham cchasi durmate nirāmayam Krsna a-rasāyanam piba. Okay, so I think that's a good discussion about these two shlokas. Any questions, comments, reflections, anybody?
ప్రభుజీ అందరికీ తెలుసు మరణం తథ్యం అని, ఏ జీవికి తప్పదని. అయినా జనన మరణ చక్రం ఆగదు.
అవును.
ఆ చక్రం ఆగదు. మనకు తెలిసినా మనం కూడా దాని పట్ల తగిన జాగ్రత్తలు
తీసుకోం. అవును. యా. సో ఒకసారి ఏమనిపిస్తుంది అంటే నాకేం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ రావు, నాకు వచ్చినప్పుడు చూసుకోవచ్చులే అనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా మనం జాగ్రత్త పడం. ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా మనం నేర్చుకోం. అంటే ఆ త్రిగుణాలు అంత శక్తివంతమైనవి. సత్వ, రజస్ అండ్ తమస్సు, ఆ గుణాలు అంత శక్తివంతమైనవి. ఈ ఇల్యూజరీ ఎనర్జీ, ఆ మాయా శక్తి అంత శక్తివంతమైనది అది. సో మనం భక్తి చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా కూడా అంత ఈజీగా చేయలేం.
సొల్యూషన్ ఉందా ప్రభుజీ? సొల్యూషన్ ఉందా?
సొల్యూషన్ అంటే
నేను ఒక సొల్యూషన్ విన్నాను. ఏంటంటే మనం ఒక యాత్రకు వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు మనం అన్ని పెట్టి అన్ని సర్దుకుంటాం, ఆ యాత్రకు సంబంధించినవన్నీ.
అవును.
కానీ వీఆర్ నాట్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ ఫర్ అవర్ మరణయాత్ర. ఎప్పుడైతే ప్రతి మనిషి కూడా తన యొక్క మరణయాత్రకు ప్రిపేర్ అవుతాడో, మరణం తప్పదని తెలుసు. అది ఎప్పుడుగా తెలియదు కాబట్టి దానికి కావలసిన సంభారాలని నీకు కావలసిన పెట్టిలో సర్దుకో ఇప్పటి నుంచే.
ఏం చదువుకోవాలి?
అవి పోగు చేసుకో.
సరితడుతుంది. ఏ బట్టలు సర్దుకోవాలి?
ముందు ఒక పెద్ద పెట్టుకోనండి. ఆ పెట్టిలో మన కసం సార్ చెప్పేయి, మీరు చదివేయి అన్ని కూడా అందులో దాయండి. ఆ పెట్టేమీ లేదు, మీ హృదయం, మీ మనసు.
సర్దుకొని ఉన్నాను ప్రభుజీ నేనైతే.
సర్దుకుని ఉన్న వాళ్ళు అసలు ఏ మాత్రం కూడా బాధపడక్కర్లేదు. అంటే యూ షుడ్ ఇన్వైట్, అంటే వన్ షుడ్ ఇన్వైట్ డెత్. వస్తావరా, కమాన్, ఐఎమ్ రెడీ. అలా ఎప్పుడైతే రెడీగా ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర తొందరగా రాదు. సీక్రెట్.
Like Parikshit Maharaj.
Wow, Ankita understood all the Telugu conversation now. And she is answering. And that was perfect actually. That was a perfect answer. Yeah, just like how Parikshit, he was not afraid of death. Parikshit was not afraid of death. Even though he was cursed to, yes, actually that what Ankita said, that has the complete answer. Parikshit Maharaj, when he was cursed to die in 7 days, right? He was not afraid. So he's an intelligent person. He went to Shukadeva Goswami and asked an intelligent question. What is my duty in these 7 days? I have only 7 days. What is my duty? What should I do? What should I do that will give me the ultimate benefit? Then Shukadeva Goswami started speaking Bhagavatam. And Parikshit Maharaj, for the next 7 days, he did not get up, he did not eat, he did not drink, he did not sleep. He, with intensity, great intensity and great urgency, he listened to Krishna Katha. So that's the only solution. So we should not be too worried about old age, diseases, death. When it comes, they will come. These problems will come. Can we stop them? No. And when the problem comes, we do what is needful. We take some medicine and then just whatever is in our hands, we can do that. But what we should all do is we should continue hearing Krishna Katha, go deep actually. not just at a surface level, but go deep. In your mind, you have to create a map, a network of katha, a network of shlokas, network of kirtans, network of so many things about Krishna, network of leelas, Krishna leelas. Then that is your meditation. Then as you think about those, that is your preparation. As Ramesh Garu is saying, right? You have to, keep your suitcase ready. The suitcase is full of, it should be full of, the suitcase should be filled with so many shlokas. The suitcase should be filled with so many stories, leelas, so many stotrams. Then you will have a successful journey.
We can continue that suitcase in next janma.
Yes.
ప్రభుజీ హృదయంలో పరమాత్మ.
హృదయంలో పరమాత్మను పెట్టుకోవాలి. మనసు నిండా ఆయనకు సంబంధించినవే వినాలి, ఆయన సంబంధించినవే ఆలోచనలు పెట్టుకోవాలి, ఆయనకు సంబంధించిన కీర్తనలు చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. ఇదే మన ప్రిపరేషన్ అంటే ఇదే, ప్రయాణానికి ప్రిపరేషన్ అంటే ఇదే. పాతేయం యం ముముక్షో, ఆ శ్లోకం ఉంది కదా, కళ్యాణానాం నిధానం కలిమలమదనం పావనం పావనానాం పాతేయం యం ముముక్షోః సపది పరిపదా ప్రాప్తయే ప్రోచ్యమానం విశ్రామస్థానమేకం కవివరవచసాం జీవనం సజ్జనానాం బీజం ధర్మద్రుమస్య ప్రభవతు భవతో భూతయే కృష్ణనామా. Kalyananam Nidhanam. This holy name, chanting of the holy name, Sri Krishna's name, is auspicious. Kalyanam. Nidhanam, that means this is nectarian. Amrutam. This is Amrutam. It has no maranam. Kalyanam, Nidhanam, Kalimala Matanam. This will destroy all the contamination caused by Kali. Pavanam, Pavanam, Pavananam. This is the most purifying of all the purifying agents. Pavanam, Pavananam, Kalyananam, Nidhanam, Kalimala-matanam pavanam pavananam. So here is the next line. Pateyam yam mumuksho. Mumukshu. Mumukshu means the sadhakas. People who are practicing bhakti, like all of us. For them, what is pateyam? Pateyam means the lunch box. In Sanskrit, pateyam means lunch box or suitcase. As Ramesh Garu said, the suitcase. What is that suitcase or lunch box? When you are going on a journey, you take, you carry lunch box, right? You prepare some food. For example, you are going to India. In the flight, you need the flight. You have to spend about 24 hours in the flight. You have to take 2 flights. There will be a 3 hours stopover in Dubai. If you are going in Emirates flight. So total 24 hours you need to, and if there are 4 members in the family, you have to take sufficient food for them. Similarly, when you are on the journey, you have to you have to pack this Krishna rasayanam. Sukanya sent a message. What is that? Krishna. You have to pack Krishna rasayanam for everybody. This is the tonic. You have to pack. So nothing, just keep hearing Krishna Katha, keep chanting, that's all. Nothing else is required. But the Krishna Katha, how you have to chant is, Krishna Katha, how you have to study or hear is you have to go deep. You have to go deep. I mean, in this call, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, we are doing as best as we can do. But during the day also, you have to take Bhagavatam book and look at the verse, understand each and every word in that, and just sit quietly and meditate on those words, meditate on the meaning of that, try to memorize if possible, like that.
10% సూట్ కేసు అన్న నిండి ఉంటుందా ప్రభుజీ?
ఏంటి
10% సూట్ కేసు అన్న నిండి ఉంటుందా ప్రభుజీ?
ఇప్పటి వరక ఈజీగా నిండి ఉంటుంది. ఈజీగా నిండి ఉంటుంది. సో అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇంకా ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ గ్రోత్ కావచ్చు మనకి. ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ గ్రోత్ అంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే ఒక సర్టెన్ స్టేజ్ వరకు గ్రోత్ రావడము కొంచెం కష్టం అవుతుంది. కానీ ఒక సర్టెన్ స్టేజ్ వరకు డెవలప్మెంట్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఆ తర్వాత అంతా ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ గ్రోత్ అంటే 2 ఉంటే ఆ 2 4 అవుతాయి, 4 ఉంటే 8 అవుతాయి, 8 16 అవుతాయి, 16 64 అవుతాయి, అలాగా. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ గ్రోత్. సో ఇప్పటి వరకు మనకి ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఏమి లేదు, లేకపోతే ఇంకా వాట్ ఈస్ షీ సెయింగ్ అంకిత, లైక్ గ్రోత్ ఆఫ్ స్ప్రౌట్స్, నో
Growth spurts. Like
Growth
in our body also, we get in children, after the age of 1 they have a growth spurt, then after the age of 5 they have a growth spurt. So at the age of 1 they will go up to age 2, and then their growth will slow down. Then after the age of 5, so 5 to 6, it is sudden excessive growth. It's a spurt. It's called a spurts of growth.
Oh, growth spurt. Okay, SPURT, spurt. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So yeah, these development stages, until certain age, it's slow, but after that, as growth spurts start kicking in, it will be faster growth. So far we have either not done anything or we have done little bit, but from now, because we have the taste, with whatever little we have done so far, we have the taste. We developed some taste on Krishna Katha. So with this taste, we should progress.
We can also see the same thing in Prabhupada's journey also, na Prabhuji?
Yes, exactly. Beautiful. Very nice. Nice example. So Prabhupada life also same thing, right? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he gave an instruction in 1925. And then Prabhupada, he wanted to do, right from day one, he wanted to fulfill that instruction. What was the instruction? To go to Western countries and teach Krishna's message. Right from day one, from 1925 itself, Prabhupada wanted to do that. But he was not sure how to do it. He was not even sure whether he can do it or not. And then it took 40 years for him. In 1965, he started this journey. And within 10 years, whatever he has created, it was only within 10 years. You can also read about redwood trees in California, redwood trees. You can Google about the story of redwood trees. It's very fascinating. Redwood trees, they take very, very long time to grow. It's almost like 100-200 years they take. For 100-200 years, you will not see any growth. But all of a sudden, you will see these redwood bamboo trees growing so tall, and uh, somebody asked, okay, somebody asked this biologist or somebody, so what is the reason why they take so long and then and then they grow tall? Then this biologist answered saying that for these initial 100-200 years, they develop strong roots. They develop strong roots and they intertwine with each other. Redwood trees, there are series of trees. Like there will be 100-200 trees planted together. So each of the tree, they make their roots stronger. Not only that, but they intertwine with the roots of other trees so that they become very strong. And when they go taller, and they go like 100-200 feet taller very soon. Once they start growing, they grow up to 100-200 feet taller, and they will never fall because their foundation, the roots are very strong. Not only their individual foundation is strong, but they have intertwined with their roots in the earth. Within the earth, they have intertwined with the roots of other trees so that they will never fall. They are very strong. So like that. So far we are doing little bit, but we are all, just imagine, we are all like those redwood trees. Now we are all holding hands of each other. We are making our individual foundation strong, and are also, as we are holding each other's hands, we are intertwining and making all of us strong together. Ankita, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji. I have been to last month only. I went to California, right, for San Diego when I was going. I passed through that red tree,
Oh, you saw
and
them.
now,
Yeah.
I had no clue about what the story of this intertwining and all, but really they were so huge. I have never seen such extra girth and extra height of the trees in my life ever. So it was scary as well while passing through that jungle, redwood forest. It was very scary. But now I understand it, and it's very amazing. So last month only I've seen. So thank you, Prabhuji. Now I'm relating that to it.
Yeah. So I'll show the image. Even looking at the image itself, it's very scary actually. Look at this. Look at this, how tall it is.
Later. I will sure send you a picture later, Prabhuji, from my pictures. I'll find.
Okay. Yeah. See here. Such a gigantic, and there are so many trees around. Yeah.
జస్ట్ 10 minutes బ్యాక్ ప్రభుజీ కాలిఫోర్నియాలో మా సిస్టర్ ఇన్ లాస్ వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. 10 minutes బ్యాక్ వాళ్ళు రెడ్వుడ్ ట్రీ ముందు ఫొటోస్ పంపించారు. ఐ షో యూ ద ఫొటోస్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్. జస్ట్ కాల్కి కూర్చునే ముందు చూసేసి ఇట్లా వచ్చి కూర్చున్నాను. వెంటనే చూస్తున్నా.
నాకు అన్ని తెలిసిపోతాయి అలాగా.
Many coincidences, Prabhu. Today again, I don't know if I should be telling so much, but today one more incident happened just now in the call. When Shamla Mataji was reciting Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, and after some few shlokas, you just finished. Okay, and my favorite shloka nowadays is Ma Shosham, that one. Shunya Punyam. So you did not recite that, and I was like, should I say that? Can we have that? But I was like, no, I shouldn't. After 5 minutes, you were reciting that. You didn't recite it, but you said it 2 times for the class. Like, wow, Krishna, you will fulfill. Just destroyed me.
Hmm.
So
Very
it just
nice.
happened. Wanted it to be decided. Didn't want to say, didn't want to disturb the class, but suddenly it did automatically came.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Oh wow, Sarita sent a message, sent a photo. Yes, redwood tree. Wow, so huge. Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. We are all becoming like redwood trees. We are giving support to each other and we are growing stronger. Okay. So tomorrow we'll discuss some more new shlokas. So we finished the topic of 8 roadblocks. Okay. So just one last time, that slide, eighth one. I don't know if we concluded that or not.
Markan stories when we will have again.
Akan
This month is getting over. Month is getting over this weekend.
Yes. Okay, then tomorrow, entire class we can do Makanchor Leelas. We can catch up
Yes, Prabhuji.
for all the pending ones. Well, today I will tell
Okay.
1 minute, I'll tell something, okay, after this. So, yeah, so ignorance of mortality. Mortality means this temporary life, the short span of our lifetime. We are ignorant of it. We think we will live longer. We think we are immortal. We think we are Amarajeevi, Chiranjeevi. But we are not that. Idam śarīram śata-sandhi-jarjaram pataty avaśyam parin-āma-peśalam kimaushadham cchasi durmate nirāmayam Krishna a-rasāyanam piba.
Do we have 1 more minute to speak?
Ah,
I wanted to just re-share the same example that Harivalas Maharaj shared in the class there.
mhm,
He has shared his own example for the same thing.
mm,
He said that his wife is not a great driver, and one day she was driving very fast,
mm,
and he was getting scared, and he was like, he wanted to say her that, so he just told, and like it happened that it was about to get accident, and Maharaj ji said, "What are you doing?" And I think they have a kid. I don't know. So his son or whatever child they have, they said, "Hare Krishna." So
mm,
Maharaj ji said that was the difference of his conscience. I am having practicing been so far, and still I could not remember to say Hare Krishna. Instead of that, I'm shouting. But
yeah.
listen, see that my child is so Krishna conscious. He knew that can come immediately. So
Mm,
he was not saying, "What are you doing?" He was saying, "Hare Krishna." And that's
yeah,
how our consciousness should be. He
yeah,
gave his own example. I wanted to
yeah,
share that.
yeah. Yeah, we should be constantly meditating on Krishna. So that when there is a problem, the first thing that will come out of our mind is Krishna Nama. So, yeah, I'll tell one small butter stealing Leela uh, and we'll conclude after that. So, we all heard about that story, right? Where Krishna uh, he wanted to grow his shika. He complains to Yashodamma that Balaram's shika was growing longer, but my shika is not growing longer. We both are drinking milk, yeah? But why my shika is not growing? We both are applying hair, we both are washing our hair properly. So I'm doing exactly the same thing that Balram is doing. But why my shika is not growing? Then Yashodamma tells him that it is because of your too much eating of butter. uh, so you should not eat too much of butter. Because somehow Yashodamma wants to stop Krishna from stealing butter from Gopi's homes. She's getting too many complaints, so she wants to stop that. So she said, eating too much butter is not good for Shika. It will not grow. Instead, you should drink milk. Then Krishna started drinking milk. Krishna drinks one sip of milk and he holds Shika and says, Maya, did my Shika grow? And then Maya says, you have drank only one sip. Drink more. Then our Lala drinks more sips. And then he again looks at the Shika. Did my Shika grow? And then the Maya says, not just one day, you have to drink like this many days, then Shika will grow. Then that day, Krishna drinks milk sufficiently and then he goes to sleep. And the next day morning, he will forget about that. There'll be some new complaint. Some new complaint that Balram is teasing him or somebody else is doing something else. So the next day, Krishna again comes back with the same topic, Shika. Krishna tells this time that, oh Maya, you're asking me to drink milk instead of eating butter. You're asking me to drink milk to grow Shika. I'm drinking milk, but it's not growing. And it is that one day after only. Okay, it's not like Krishna has been drinking milk for 6 months and then he's complaining Shika is not growing. Just within one day only he's complaining. Maya, I'm drinking milk, but my Shika is not growing. I know where the problem is. I think the problem is my hair is black, but the milk is white. How will my Shika grow if I drink? How will my black Shika will grow if I drink white milk? So give me from tomorrow. Give me milk from, no, Krishna says like this. I'm drinking milk from white cow. So how will my black Shika grow if I drink milk from white cow? So from tomorrow, give me milk from dark cow. And Krishna has a name for the dark cows as Shamala. So from tomorrow, give me milk from the dark cows. Then my Shika will grow. So like this, Krishna comes up with very funny counters to Yashodama. Okay. Yes, that's a short and sweet story for today. Mangalam Kausalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Shri Kulashekara Alvar Virachita Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai. Shri Krishna Katamritam ki jai. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna. You all.
Thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.